because it's cold so much and then all of a sudden it's really hot. When it stays lighter later.
For me, it begins in the middle of June.
Summer starts as soon as my classes end.
June 20th or June 21st?
That's really good. Nobody else knew that.
Okay.
Summer starts when we can get out and play pickleball.
Honestly, when it starts getting warm out.
Summer starts when the kids come home from school.
June 20th, 4:50 p.m.
You heard me.
I did.
All right, that was pretty fun, and we heard a lot of different answers. And all of them, I guess in some way, shape, or form, I could make an argument that they're all correct. And here's why. You can think about summer in three different ways. There's astronomical summer, there's meteorological summer, and there's solar summer. Now, what are these and what are the differences? Let's start with the astronomical summer, and this occurs, it begins with the longest day of the year, the summer solstice. This year, as Rob heard me talking about, he threw this out in our question and answer segment. Yeah, that's Thursday, June 20th at 4:50. So that's when the summer solstice occurs, but it changes year in and year out. And the fall equinox, that time changes a little bit as well. So we get some fluctuation in the length of astronomical summer. This is the time, though, that is always classically or typically thought of for technically summer. Now, meteorological summer, this is a little bit simpler, but I think it's also something that will be very familiar to you. It's the months of June, July, and August, our typical hottest summer months. So you think about it, it's the same year in, year out, June, July, and August. That's it. No tricks, no shifting dates. It's always June, July, and August. Then we have the solar summer, and this is interesting. This is the least known of the different types of summers. The solar summer is when the sun's direct light, the direct radiation, is farthest north and most common in the northern hemisphere. That takes place June and May and July as well. June is when the summer solstice is, so both May and July on either side of June, this is when most of the sun's radiation is hitting the northern hemisphere. So we call that solar summer. But again, May is cooler. We get hotter later in the year. So again, it's just a different way to think of summer. Now, as we take a look at the meteorological summer, there's a reason why we absolutely love it. As forecasters, as meteorologists, climatologists, it's easy to work with. The length of the season, as I mentioned, is consistent every single year. First day of June through the last day of August. And we keep monthly climate statistics for the weather all around the world, and it's very easy to calculate seasonal statistics when you have the monthly statistics. So it just makes more sense. It's easier to track and look back on records and pull rather than, well, okay, from this date to that date and it's shifted and then it was earlier this year and later that year. It's just a lot easier to take a look at those months and calculate seasonal statistics. And then that information that we have, it's easy to communicate and very clear to be used by agricultural interests and commerce as well. So other folks that rely on this information, talking about our climate and what our weather's typically like, maybe to promote tourism and travel, or again, planning on agriculture, growing seasons and the hot seasons, all of that, it's very easy to use meteorological summer. So a reminder, this begins June 1st, Saturday, the first day of meteorological summer. Now you guys know.